Hello, Aries. Welcome to Spicy Sunflower Tarot. Welcome to your week ahead reading. We're going to look at the outcome of a specific situation. So if you have something in mind that you're thinking of, that you're going over, let's look at the likely outcome. Now, always remember you have free will. Nothing is ever dictated to you by tarot readings. It's always just in support of your intuition and your free will. So let's jump right into your reading, Aries. Remember, we're looking at the outcome of a specific situation for you. So we're going to do one more shuffle. We're going to jump right into that reading. And the first card we're going to draw is what the outcome of the situation is on Aries' mind. What is the outcome of the situation on Aries' mind? 10 of Cups. Emotional fulfillment, emotional bliss, emotional satiety. 10 cups. Those are the most cups that you can get, and it is like the completion of your emotional fulfillment. So the outcome of the situation on your mind is you are going to be emotionally satisfied with the outcome. When will the situation resolve itself for Aries? When will the situation resolve itself for Aries? The Knight of Discs. So the Knight of Discs is the Knight of Pentacles. This is slow, requiring patience. The Knight of Discs is the Knight of Pentacles. He is a goal-oriented, planned, organized pursuer of his destination. And I'm saying it's just a masculine energy, but it is not a necessarily male or female. And so the outcome or the likely timing when the situation will resolve itself, it just is speaking to slow and something in the distance, and that can be next week, that could be next month, that could be the end of summer. So I would look at the resolution of your situation that you're going to be emotionally satisfied with. It's not going to happen quickly. How can you support the most positive outcome, Aries? How can you support the most positive outcome? You know, sometimes when we can't turn the hinges, we can stand by and just be in support of whatever decision gets made. It feels like it's a situation that is out of our hands anyway. So how can Aries support the most positive outcome? The Wheel. Basically, what I want to say is by taking your hands off the wheel, because the wheel is always turning. Whether you jump in and help, it's not going to matter. Whether you jump in and buy the decision maker dinner, or take them out for breakfast, or buy them flowers, or do their laundry every day, it's not going to matter, because the wheel is the universal wheel, and it is about karma, and it is about divine timing. It is always turning, no matter what anybody does. So you can support the most positive outcome, Aries, by taking your hands off the wheel altogether, which is going to save you a lot of time, effort, and energy. How can Aries trust that this is unfolding for their best? How can Aries trust that this is unfolding for their best? The Princess of Discs. So this is basically the Page of Pentacles. So you've got these two kind of brother-sister situation here. But the Princess of Discs, a little different than the Knight. The Knight is on a mission. Even though he goes very slowly, he's on a mission. The Page is more curious and interested, and it's like a child they're asking questions, they're opening books, they're looking into things. And so the way that you can trust that situation is unfolding for your best is that questions are being asked. People are looking into every piece, part, and parcel of the situation. It just feels like you have got experts involved, and everyone is asking the right questions to get to know whatever this is, something to do with physical reality. It could be land, it could be a home, it could be your bank account, it could be your health. And people are asking the right questions, they're looking in the right directions. And again, it's not anything that is like set in stone. The Page of Pentacles is really an inquisitive knowledge seeker of the situation. So the it's unfolding for your best, in my opinion, because this is a grounded in reality, people looking into your highest good. I'm going to bring over the Ocean Tarot and do a little clarification. So we're going to jump back to that first card, the outcome of your situation. What is the outcome of Aries' situation? We had 10 of Cups. So why is 10 of Cups there for the sign of Aries? The Star, Death, and the 2 of Pentacles, more Pentacles. So Aries, 10 of Cups, the outcome of the situation on your mind. With Star and the Death and the 2 of Pentacles, the outcome of the situation on your mind is based on hope and healing for your highest good. This will be a transformative balancing of energy for you. It's all going to work out. Remember, the outcome you're going to be emotionally satisfied with. Death and the Star and the 2 of Pentacles confirming it will be transformative for you. It will involve hope and healing, and it will be a balance for you. Maybe prior to this situation, you felt like things were juggling balls in hands and things, but there's going to be balance for you. When will the situation resolve itself? We got that slow rider, the Knight of Discs. Why is the Knight of Discs here for Aries as far as when the situation will resolve itself? 8 of Coral, which is the 8 of Wands, 6 of Swords, and the 8 of Pentacles. The situation will resolve itself in a very slow manner. But Aries, you are becoming a subject matter expert in whatever this situation is for you. You've been putting a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into the timing and the situation itself. You just want to move away from chaotic waters into calmer waters, and you are moving at a rapid speed doing that in order to try to get to peace, in order to try to get to the outcome. You have been putting in, I'm going to say maybe even burning the candle at both ends diligently. It's going to take its sweet time, the outcome, but it doesn't mean you've not been putting in the hard work to try to make that happen sooner. How can Aries support the most positive outcome? By taking their hands off the wheel. Why is the wheel here for Aries? The Magician, Temperance, Justice. 3 major arcanas on top of 1 major arcana. That is a big deal. That is a life change. You can support the most positive outcome by taking your hands off the wheel, by trusting in your ability to manifest your destiny, which in this case, I think we're talking about the ideal outcome for you. Understanding that temperance is about bringing balance and everything in moderation. So your hands are off the wheel. And in the meantime, I think you are praying, meditating, doing yoga, being in nature, grounding. You're being the magician, as above, so below, calling in what you will. Balanced energies, moderate. You're not doing anything in extremes right now. And justice, this is working out for your highest good. Trusting that with your hands off the wheel, you're not in control, but you can affect the fact that everything is working out for your highest and best good. Last card, Princess of Discs. That is the message we receive for how Aries can trust that this is unfolding for the best. Why is the Princess of Discs here? Knight of Coral, King of Pearls, and just one more. The Seven of Pearls. So King of Pearls, Seven of Pearls, those are cups. And then the Knight of Coral, that is wands. Now, that's fire. That's your energy, Aries. You can trust that everything is unfolding for your best. We had that Princess of Discs. Like I said, everybody's asking the right questions. People are uncovering details that they need for your highest and best good, justice. And there is this playful energy that you exhibit from time to time. And you've got options and choices on, and so do they. It feels like the people making the decisions, whoever's involved in the situation with you, there are a lot of stones to overturn, to look under, a lot of questions to ask, a lot of things to get that page, Princess of Discs, a lot of questions to ask, a lot of things to look at, definitely a lot of choices before the decision gets made. King of Cups, ultimately, it will be an emotionally sound decision. So that's what I feel. You can trust that everything is working out for your highest and best good. I'm going to bring over Trust Your Vibes. And this is an oracle card deck. So a little different than tarot. And let's see what we get for Aries. Name your higher self. This is card number 35. Card number 35 is, it boils down to the number 8. And in numerology, 8s are about prosperity, abundance, and manifestation. Very interesting because that is essentially what the magician is all about. And I hope that you received something good from this message, Aries. This reading, the outcome of a specific situation. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for being a part of the channel. I would invite you to follow me on TikTok, and your likes, your follows, subscribes, and shares, very welcome, very appreciated. I love your comments. I'm also on YouTube. The same applies on YouTube. I really appreciate your interaction. Be blessed. Be well.